SmackDown started as I thought. Disappointingly, it picked up in the middle, then it just weakened later on because it's supposed to. They tried to rush the developing of Raw's women's title feud, and now they're trying to rush the development of SmackDown's developmental feud for the women's titles, for their respective women's titles, with trying to show the Iconics, Becky Lynch, and Asuka that can't still do promos. It started off with Becky coming out of a car, drinking whatever the fuck heavy machinery just blended because they're big tough retards that just came on Raw and then they came on SmackDown. Same thing as Nikki Cross in EC3, except Nikki Cross, the only person that came out of this new generation of talent that actually was in an exhibition match on Raw. EC3 came up in wrestling gear, even though he was notable in his videotape to come up in a suit, and fucking he didn't come up in a suit. He didn't talk with any of the authority figures, and he was just there looking at a mirror, wearing his ugly wrestling gear. And the other woman was there looking at the women's match, even though they were both under 10 minutes long, just so we can see the Iconics job out and just plug in that they have a women's Royal Rumble. The promo Becky Lynch shown was pretty alright, trying to bring out as soon as she won Asuka won the Royal Rumble, kind of lost in relevance for a while, and just discrediting her in most of her career. It was a simple promo, something I won't get behind. It was pretty forgettable. This SmackDown was pretty forgettable. I mean, Rey Mysterio and Cien Almas had a pretty enjoyable match. I thought it was pretty good. Reasonable amount of time, had some good high-flying moves. Good Hurricane Rana, good reversals. Rey Mysterio could really wrestle still. He didn't show up any botches, unlike last week, unlike Monday. So 2 of the matches, the Iconics just did this so they can just job out. There was supposed to be Mustafa Ali versus Samoa Joe, but Samoa Joe just attacked Mustafa Ali out of nowhere because development for the Royal Rumble or whatever Samoa Joe just wants to do, just attacking midgets all day. Thanks to top guys he feuded with was AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, and Mustafa Ali. All of them are below 6'5". What makes them threatening? I like Andreas Cien almost. Maybe he can hold the U.S. title. Nakamura did not show up, and so did Rusev for whatever reason. Because later on there was a backstage segment. Because somehow Naoma and Amanda Rose was the biggest feud, yet they didn't have a match. They might have that for kickoff. Whoever gives a fuck. It's only 2 weeks before Royal Rumble comes over, and I don't seem excited. Go, John Cena's in it. Who gives a fuck? So yeah, they wasted the segment with one of the Usos coming into her hotel so she can get so she can frame her Naomi's husband for an affair, so it can ruin her life. This makes no sense. If this would make more sense if this involves a women's title, but Asuka holds the title where she didn't even make a promo. She was spewing Japanese everywhere so she can just assault midget, and then she tried to use B as a threat. Get a Japanese translator! Get a Japanese translator! What's wrong with that? Or she can just be a silent crazy bitch. A silent crazy Japanese bitch that wears a mask and a robe in a ring. At least she'll kick ass. I don't have to hear her talk. Everybody in the WWE has to talk. There's nothing wrong with a strong silent type. There's nothing wrong with that. That works out perfectly. But, everybody has to talk so they can make character development. A lack of it makes barely anyone's over in the WWE. I don't know what's the point. So Naomi kicked Amanda Rose's ass. The New Day didn't even show up to the ring. They were just... Biggie was just molesting himself the entire time. And I don't know what heavy machinery was there for. They didn't have to talk to any authority figures. It was just there to make Becky Lynch actually sound intimidating. The Iconics have to try so hard to be girly plus feminist, and plugging the women's tag titles when it doesn't seem like it's going to be elevating anybody up, while there's barely any two-team factions. And there's barely any build-up for this thing. I don't know if they're going to issue it as in a tournament. None of it is shown. You guys show no plans. You guys have no plans. I don't know what you guys have planned for the women's tag titles. You never issued a tournament built up, but you guys are building up the Royal Rumble. But you're making a secondary championship while the Cruiserweight division completely skewers in their own show. But then not if issued a championship, their own pay-per-views, their own minor championships, tag teams, a tag tournament, something to actually make the Cruiserweight division good, even though how minuscule the women's division is, and how lackluster it is. You haven't told like 30 wrestlers, and none of them have any any fucking screen time. What was the point in making a tag team championship? Why isn't it for the Cruiserweights? You have those guys doing absolutely nothing. They don't even have TV. They don't even have TV time. Current Cruiserweight is Mustafa Ali, and he just gets attacked by Samoa Joe? What kind of shit is that? And we have to care about a women's tag title because they're women? Are you serious? The main event was The Miz versus fucking Sheamus for Shane's birthday for the tag title. God damn. This is feuds now. This is just storylines. This is just rivalry after rivalry after rivalry. No big plot, no interest. And we have a Miz, former WWE champion, former multi-time Intercontinental champion. I'll give him that. He did win the belt a few times. Tag team champion. He's a grand fucking slam. This guy beat John Cena. Was in the same ring as The Rock, and you're telling me right now he fucks around with cake and beats a pale asshole in a one-on-one match. In the main event, this is not the same. This is not the first time. He had a main event SmackDown with R-Truth, because R-Truth and The Miz. What the fuck was he doing? What are SmackDown doing? It's just sad. It's just truly sad. This show should have been a lot better. Obviously, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Raw was actually better than SmackDown. They had a better main event. It was actually for a championship opportunity. Big stuff was on the line. They had a better way how to intro the show. Braun Strowman breaking shit. And it was just a better show overall. I give this a 3 out of 10. So Raw obviously beats this. Yeah. The only positive, SmackDown has more attractive women than Raw. So, yeah. Best match was Andreas Almas versus Rey Mysterio. Still one to re-watch that match. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna die.